Hello and welcome. I am so happy to have Jen Moss here and Michael Ralph. We're going to be having a conversation about the article, Creating a Happier Workplace is Possible and Worth It.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was thinking like, the JDR model, if there's not enough support and then I was thinking the lost spiral here of like, people when they're in that space, it is hard to pull them back out. And it is a
Mhm.
long process. And, we're constantly telling, our clients, like it is a time, it's a process, it's a time. We need to be patient. Like having a place for, we're talking about feedback, having a safe place for feedback without feeling that they're being criticized so that some of these small wins can come in place by just implementing it. Like people have been
Yeah.
talking for years, we need a place to have our feedback and we want a place to talk, but you know what, it's these are easy wins that people can have, so that's great.
I want to add one thing in here because I've been seeing just this, unique way of communicating with each other about how we're feeling. There was an example of nurses that were using these magnets, red, yellow, blue, and red, yellow, blue, green. And they would come into their shift and they had their names up. They had a good like respect for each other already. They were pretty core, but they'd go up and they just put beside their name green. I'm feeling good. Ask me if you need something. And then yellow was kind of proceed with caution. I'm feeling not sure where I'm going to be. Red is I'm just having a terrible day. I'm really stressed. And blue is I'm feeling emotional, just feeling kind of in my feelings. And it would move throughout the shift. But every so often, when someone was demonstrating that they weren't coming off of that red or it was, really stressful or emotional, the nurses would come and ask them about it. Like, how can I help? What do you need? How can I support you? And that's how you create cues that are super simple, cost nothing, very from a time standpoint, it doesn't take much time. And then I also had this really fun one where people were using memes because we're in a disconnected sort of environment at now. And there was this great kind of from 1 to 9 scale of cat. And there was these pictures of the cat that's like pumped, having the best time. And then number 8 was just like frazzled, looked like it was really like done. And the ninth was like conked out cat. And it was great because people were sharing like I'm an 8 today, like on a scale of cat. And
Love
in
it.
one of the talks that I did, I created because they're based in Calgary and they're big fans of this football team, the Rough Riders, and I put together a scale of Rough Riders. And I mean, and so some days they would be in the losing team and feel like, just depressed. And then other times it was that they had just won the championship game. And I think there's ways that we can use levity and fun, but also find a way to kind of share in this like world of technology and memes and emojis, just how we're doing. And that is what we need to start thinking of, really creative solutions to just be able to say, I'm not fine, but not make it so that you have to be so vulnerable that it's difficult to do.